What's up, guys? Logan here. Last weekend, I got 6th place at the Providence Regional with Azamina Fire King Snake Eye. Before I get into the deck profile, quick shoutouts to Eric, Evan, Thomas, Hector, Butters for loaning me all the cards, and shout out Logan and Luke for working on the deck with me. Getting into the profile, played just the basic Snake Eye cards. I think Oak's really important. Some people are cutting this card, but it comes up a lot when you're playing through Droll, playing through Perulia. Follow-up sometimes when you make Fuko, and these get banished when you detach. Just a lot of scenarios. It was really impactful for me a lot. I don't think you could really cut it, but it's fine to side out sometimes. I played the one for one. I know some people aren't playing this, but the fact that this can get any of your Snake Eye extenders or branch into Ponyx, I thought was really good. So I liked playing it. It was really nice. The couple games I drew it. For the Fire King cards, I played 3 Kieran, 2 Ulcanix, the Ponyx, Arvada, Grunix, OG Grunix, and the Island in the Sanctuary. I maxed out on the Kieran because I think this is just the best part of the Fire King engine. It comes up in the grind game sometimes to have the 3rd one, and I dodged a lot of imperms and spot removal with it all day. I decided not to max out on the Ulcanixes because I didn't like the math going from 7 to 8 normal summons. And I think the 1-for-1 and my ratio of witches and deceptions gave me enough starters. So I was pretty happy with the ratio overall. For the Azamina cards, 2 witch, 3 wanted, 2 deception, the original and the hollowed. I cut down on one of the witches and one of the deceptions because they're a lot less efficient on card economy into hand traps and going second. And the Fire King cards just play into boards and interactions a lot better. So I wanted to play more of those cards and less redundant starters. But I thought overall sometimes you just wanted 2 of this and 2 of this. I don't like cutting down to 1 of either. So I was pretty happy with this ratio. And then for non-engine, I just played 3 Fulos, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, the 3 Impulse, and then 1 Ogre, 1 Veiler, or 1 Droll. For the math, I wanted to play 15 hand traps, and I played cross out in the side. I thought it was really good to hit Fulos, Droll, some of the higher impact hand traps post side. So I just wanted to play one of each of these because I think they're about equal in how good they are, and I wanted 1 each for the cross out targets. Went to the extra deck, pretty standard. Just played the 1 Anima, IP, Sunlight Wolf. This card's really crazy. I know some people talk about cutting it, but adding back Ash Blossom or Kieran's that you mill off Zombie Vampire, or just Ash Blossom after you use it on their chummy turn 1 is super impactful. And I made this card a lot. It was super important. The Dark and the Hida, SP, the Link 2s, Princess, the Atlantis, Raiding Phoenix. These cards came up for me a lot too. I know some people might cut these because you can just print a lot of big bodies with the Fire King cards and kill that way. But these are really important sometimes so that you can kill without having to overextend it to Nibiru or something. And I made these main phase 2 a couple times just for extra spot removal. It won me the last round of Swiss that way. And then the 1 Amble Whale, this card's crazy, you're on almost all your end boards. 1 Zombie Vampire and the rank 8 and Fuko. I think these cards are all pretty important and not cuttable. This card is just one of the best extenders. It turns just a single Ponyx into full combo sometimes. It gives you deck knowledge. Against some decks Tempai, spell trapping one of their cards to turn off Imperm and Lightning Storm is really impactful. And I played the Fuko over the Nightmare Phoenix because your deck already has a lot of built-in spell trap removal. And I thought this was just infinitely more important to win the games where you get shifted game 1. And then obviously just the 2 Azamina fusions, not much to say about those. And for the side deck, played 3 Perulia. This card's just crazy. It's especially even better into the Fire King mirror now. 1 Nib for the crossout target, 3 crossout, 3 Cosmic, 1 called by. I think this is all pretty standard. The crossout was really solid. I don't like maining the Called by the Grave because I just want more hand traps to pair with each other, and I think it's a little counterintuitive to play this when you're already more limited on non-engine than the regular Snake Eye deck. 1 Skyburn. This was in theory just a searchable card to side into trap matchups or just mid-range matchups like Centurion, but I never ended up seeing the card. And then just 2 D-Barrier and 1 Skill Drain for going first cards. This card just broken. I like playing just actual traps over Thrust for the Tempai matchup because there's just some games where you get impulsed, you get impermed, and the thrust doesn't really solve your issues. So I was happy with these overall. Yeah, that's just about it. I think the Fire King deck's really strong, really good for this upcoming format, and thanks for watching the profile.